one thing that we could really benefit in the sampling is if we could just really try to be softer on the soft notes. So, shum, pom. So really light on those top notes, Annie. Right? And then I think we get excited too soon, both with tempo and dynamic. So we get too loud too soon, and all of the amazing hairpins that there are, which are quite violent, get lost in the shuffle. So for example, when the viols and cellos have this like fortissimo crescendo, we're already too loud even before that, so that impact is lost. So when we're going with the mezzo fortes, mezzo pianos, much quieter. Yeah. Even 41, it's when we arrive at 41, we're already too loud. That violent crescendo that was 2 before 42 is kind of wiped out. So if you could really still be weighty and marcato at 41, but start mezzo forte so that we are doing that one violent bar crescendo 2 bars before 42. And then I felt all these moments that stop suddenly, like at 42, it's like Copland's way of doing checking that you're all listening and following. So if we could try to really kind of, like, you know, in my favorite Tom Clancy movie, when Alec Baldwin was not fat, you know, they call it because the Russians saw this following, right? And they stop to see if it's still following, right? So it's one of those moments where, and da-da! Go, da-da-da. So that happens at 42, that happens at 43, that happens at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars, 42. So all these moments should, like time stops. And it's the kind of thing where we're all thinking the 8th notes, but we should all, da-da-da. So we're going to try to catch that magic. Because this test, I find, is full of humor and wit, right? And then we lose a little bit if it's kind of frenetic the whole time, because we're worried about coming in. Right. Okay, so let's do 35. And Annie, push the boundaries of how soft you can play that tone. Okay. I still feel like we lose a definition of chum. So it's loud chum, and then it's piano. But we go chum, pum, p, and it's already too late. We lost it. Yeah, okay. It's just way too loud already. How about before 37? 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. Yeah, 4 before 37. 4 before 37. Okay. Once we get into the menomoso, it's a little bit moving forward. Otherwise, we get really bogged down. So if you really think half no pulse rather than quarter no pulse. I was really trying not to slow down too much at 50 because the last three really should be still in tempo, and the more deliberate tempo should really start from the quarter of the down. And then RJ, those long quarters, you can take more time. Especially the last two before the, because that should lead to the menomoso tempo at 51. I still felt the 41 was too loud. And I was really trying to get it to be softer, but we've just gotten to that being such heavy music. So please watch out for that. Also, downbeat of 44, that's another I think we pitch moment, right? And then just in general, whenever there's a repeating note, de-emphasize the repeating note and bring out the changing note, right? So wappa, 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 we hear so much of the repeating note rather than the amazing notes that are in between. I would love to do this last section, which I didn't do quite cleanly, from 49. Oh, and I loved how you brought out how the shifted half, the bar in the second half before 49, right? Instead of so keep doing that so that it should feel like, oh, the down is now shifted half to it over. Okay, 49, right on. Last thing. Yeah, ready? 2, up.